Chaos erupted in Venezuela's capital overnight. Explosions echoed through Caracas, low-flying aircraft roared overhead, and a stunning claim from the United States sent shockwaves across the world that Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro has been captured.
What is really happening right now?
Let's break it down. Welcome to Trend Feed Daily. In the early hours of January 3rd, 2026, residents of Caracas were jolted awake by a series of powerful explosions. At least 7 blasts were reported across the city, with witnesses describing shaking buildings, rattling windows, and flashes lighting up the night sky. Videos quickly spread online showing smoke rising from multiple areas while aircraft flew unusually low above the capital. Entire neighborhoods were left without electricity. People rushed into the streets, confused, frightened, and desperate for answers as sirens and alarms filled the air. For many, it felt like the city had suddenly turned into a war zone. Then came the bombshell. Within hours, U.S. President Donald Trump claimed the explosions were part of a large-scale strike and stated that President Nicolás Maduro and his wife had been captured and flown out of Venezuela. The statement stunned the international community, but raised immediate questions. So far, there has been no independent confirmation from the Pentagon or U.S. military officials. No official briefing. No verified evidence. Just a claim that, if true, would completely reshape Venezuela's political future. The Venezuelan government reacted swiftly, calling the explosions an act of U.S. aggression and a violation of national sovereignty. Officials claimed that both civilian and military targets were hit across multiple regions, including Caracas and nearby states. A state of emergency was declared, granting expanded powers to the military and placing restrictions on movement. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez demanded proof of life for Maduro and his wife, saying the government could not confirm their whereabouts. That statement only deepened the uncertainty and fear spreading through the country. On the ground, civilians were left to deal with the chaos. Social media footage showed residents fleeing their homes, smoke drifting across skylines, and flashes illuminating the darkness. One eyewitness described the explosions as horrible, saying the blasts shook entire buildings and terrified families who had no idea what was happening or why. As dawn approached, one question dominated everything: what happens next? International reaction has been swift and divided. Some world leaders are calling for emergency diplomatic sessions, while others are condemning the U.S. for military intervention. This marks one of the most serious escalations in U.S.-Venezuela relations in years. This moment didn't come out of nowhere. Tensions have been building for months, fueled by U.S. accusations linking Maduro to drug trafficking networks and previous military actions targeting alleged smuggling operations. Analysts warn this could signal the beginning of a far more aggressive phase in the conflict. Right now, the situation remains fluid. Maduro's status is unconfirmed. The full extent of the damage is still unknown, and the international community is watching closely, knowing that one wrong move could push the region into deeper instability. This is a developing story, and we'll continue to bring you updates as more information becomes available. Let us know what you think is really happening in Venezuela in the comments. If you want fast, clear updates on major global events, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching Trend Feed Daily. Stay informed, and we'll see you in the next update.